Or do you feel like you should go, someone's going to come down?
No, I'm supposed to go up.
Very good. And I'd like you to go ahead and ascend up the stairway. Does it feel like you're floating up the stairs?
Yes.
Very nice. And what's at the top of the stairwell?
It's, let's see, 3 doors.
Very nice. I think we're going to go through each door. The door farthest to the left first. Let's work left to right. What does that door look like?
A rather big door. It's a double connected door. It's about, well, it must be 20 feet high.
Oh my.
Really big door.
And how does the... Okay, I'm sorry.
It's waiting for me to come back.
Ah, very good. Let's go ahead and approach that door. And tell me, as you're approaching it, does the door open automatically?
Yes.
Very nice. And which way does it open, in or out?
Inwards.
Very good. And just go ahead and describe everything as you enter.
I'm stepping into another big hall. It sounds very... It's echo.
So go ahead and say hello. Hello.
It's answering back.
What is it answering back?
Welcome to us, it said.
Welcome to our system.
Welcome to us.
Ah, very good.
I can't see anyone, but I can feel them.
Ah, very good. And will you please ask them, where is this space? Does it have a name or as a reference?
It's going to transport me to... It's going to transport me to another place.
Ah, very good. And tell them you are prepared.
Yes. I can't see anything to... they say you don't need to sit down.
No, very good.
We take you barely the blink of an eye. Oh, it's a big ship.
Ah, it's a big ship.
It's lifting, and I can see around me. You see everything I'm lifting up into the sky. Oh, it's so fast.
Amazing.
I can see the stars passing by.
And speak loud and clearly. It will not disturb you in any way.
Yes, I can see the stars passing by me.
Ah, beautiful. And where are you headed? Just ask or think in your mind, where are you headed? And listen for the response.
Andromeda?
Andromeda.
Yes.
Very good. Are we going to speak with the Andromedan Council or community?
Yes, they are expecting me. The community, a community of 11 different species from all the corners of the universe.
Ah, beautiful.
I'm coming there now.
How do you approach it?
I'm sinking down through clouds. And I can see 2 suns And I'm coming down to the surface on the planet.
And if you think about where that is, of where have we located that place here on the earth, the name of this place, for references only?
Yes, you have make some charge of this place.
Excellent.
But I can't understand what they call it. It's more like a sound.
Very good. Very
like
good.
A whistling sound. But it sounds nice.
Well, that's just wonderful that we're there. And where have you arrived?
I'm in a big square with buildings around me. And I'm stepping outside this big hall. Can't understand how it can fit on this square because it was so huge. But there are coming people to meet me.
What do they look like?
They almost look like they're floating when they walk.
Very nice.
They are tall. The first one I see is very tall and slim. It's about 7 or 8 feet tall. Very, feel very lovely. Feel
Yeah.
I'm so much welcome there.
Oh, very good. Very, very good. And have they, and you say, how many of them were there approaching?
I can see 3 of them in my near approximate, but there are some more in the distance.
Understood. And when they approach, are you in their presence now?
Yes.
Very good. And what is the first thing they communicate to you or relay to you?
She says that we have met before. She is happy to see me again. And it was a long time ago. And she showed me where we met before.
Ah, very good. And where is she showing you?
She's showing me, it's almost like a prairie with a knee-long grass as long as I can see.
Do you think that's on the earth, or what impression do you get where it is?
I don't know.
Could,
No, she said it's not the earth.
Very good. Very good. And who is this Maya?
No, she said I can call her Athena. And she's a member of a community where I had been a member of in the past, but I'm not longer in that community or council. I chose to go in another direction where I was more needed.
Excellent. And you say there are two.
She is so beautiful.
Oh.
She's beaming of this energy and light, and she moves so smoothly. It's almost like she's floating.
Before you introduce yourself to the other two, I ask, does she have an initial message for you? I mean, she let you know that you were connected, but does she have any initial message for you?
She's smiling at me and saying, "We always knew that you have some questions for us."
Tell her I'm sorry. I can't help it.
That's why we are here today, to help you with these questions.
Ah, very good. Does she
and
know?
to send you our love and let you know that you are not alone. You are connected to everyone, everywhere, as you are so aware of that you are. She puts her arms around me. Wow.
Oh, excellent. How does that feel?
Oh my God.
Beautiful. Very good. And who are the other two with her that approached?
They're coming near also. There's one male and one female, but not as tall as this Athena. They are a little shorter, but still a bit over 6, 7 feet. And they greeting me with a big lovely smile. The lady has very fine features in her face. It's almost like she had no distinguished mouth or nose. And she has no hair. She is also very beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. Does Athena have hair?
What?
Athena, does she have hair?
Yeah, she has.
Just curious.
Yes, she has some short, very white, curly hair.
Ah, interesting. And then the third entity that was approaching?
It's a male. Also greeting me. They are grateful to see me and that I am welcome. And we are going to another place to meet some other entity, they say.
An amphitheater?
No, they say I'm going to meet some other entities.
Ah, entities, very good. Are they familiar with Hank?
Who isn't, she said.
Why did she put it that way? I mean, you know what I mean.
We are with you, your higher self here, and you are a part of this community. And you have been for a very long time.
Okay, understood. Well, let's go see who else they're going to introduce you to. That sounds amazing.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel so light. I feel almost weightless.
Excellent.
She took her arms away, but I still feel that feeling I got when she had her arms around me. And I'm almost also floating now.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
When she put her arms around you, did that even increase your vibration more?
Yes, so much higher.
Was that the purpose of her hugging you like that then?
Yes, she wanted to raise me up to be able to see as clear as I can.
Oh, that was very considerate. And of course, I know you're very grateful. Where are you now?
Some kind of thing you sit on. It's not so big, but there is people in here. It's not like chair. It's a little like armchairs, but yet they are not attached to the floor. They are floating.
Oh,
Seems
beautiful.
So peculiar. I've never seen them before.
Okay. Are they rounded?
Yeah.
Like eggs?
Yes, but it has distinct seats to sit on and
Yes.
some rest for my back. But
Okay, I see that.
it's like a bean bag, but
Floating.
solid.
Okay, understood. And are you directed to have a seat and
Yes, I will sit there.
and just tell me what are they doing and who else is now in this
They all
area?
look at me and greeting me and smile at me
Excellent.
and are happy to see me again. It was a long time ago.
Send them my love.
Yes, and they smile so big and nice. And they're talking to my head. I don't see the mouth moving.
Ah, very good. So they're telepathically communicating with you.
Yes, I think so.
Very.
Sending me pictures and feelings.
So if you could just relay any of the pictures first before we ask particulars.
I get a picture of someone laying on a bed or like the type of bed you have when you're in an exam at the hospital, like that, or something like that. And someone is doing work on that. I think it's an alien on the bed. It's an ET.
Is it one of the classic ET types, or what is it? What does he look like?
It's I think it's what we call the tall grey.
Can you?
They say they're doing maintenance. Maintenance.
And what is the gray's purpose or function?
They are in service for this community and helping out with different tasks. And yeah, they do different things for this council.
Ah, very good. And
Can't really understand what they say, but they do different tasks for the council.
and why are they showing you this site then? Just
They're showing me it for me to understand that they are real and existing and are in their service to help humans and other beings in their different work they have to do. They decided to do this. And I'm not supposed to go too close to that planet.
You're not supposed to go too close, you say?
Yes.
In terms of asking about what the work they do, or?
No, just physically don't go too close to the bed. They say there is radiation that's not good for me.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Strange.
And what else are they showing you? Are they? You're still just watching this procedure?
Now I'm turning back to the seat I was sitting in, and now I can't see that anymore.
Very good. And just one more thing about what you were just watching. Those type of entities that are here on the planet have been projected, some say positively and others say negatively.
She said there are 7 different species of what you call the gray. And some of them is just like robots and are doing and have been doing experiment of human because they're searching for the essence of a soul. And they don't really understand that it's not possible to change the DNA to getting a soul.
And what happened to them to where they got to a point in their evolution to not be familiar with the soul? Were they created and then became sentient life after?
They are very old species, and they are not connected with the source. They were manufactured from the beginning from another master beings that not longer exist.
Oh, and then they became their own keepers, so to speak.
Yes, exactly that.
And now they're...
And they are in some way lost. They are programmed, but they also can make their own thoughts. But they are lost in the agenda of what purpose they had from the beginning.
And how are they handling them? Are they considered a species now?
They are not regarded so highly because they are not connected with the source, with the love energy in the universe in the same way as we are. They are lost in a way, and they have been fascinated of our able to have feelings, all our emotions, and they have tried for several thousand years to obtain this emotional feeling that we have, but they cannot not succeed. And I feel sorry for them. They are lost, but they are not really living.
Understood. And are any of those species still on the planet Earth in any capacity, working in any capacity? Or have they been deported?
They are. Most of them have left. Some is still in cahoots with the elite on this planet and are used for giving technology for a small group of elite on the earth.
So are they on the earth, or are they on the moon or Mars?
They are scattered a little here and there, but there are some of them on earth.
Okay,
and
understood.
in different military bases.
I did a session a couple weeks ago with a gentleman, and he said there was a base in South Carolina, underground. Is that where some of them are? Curious.
I can't see that. I can't see they are working inside a aircraft hangar, and I see humans, military uniforms, and they are working on some machines or something.
Understood. We were just curious. And okay, now what are they showing you now? We're curious about the grays, but we have no more inquiry.
I'm back in my seat again, and I say that we can help you with your question if you want.
Okay. How many different species are actually there? Different types of species are there in this meeting?
I can distinguish at least 6 or 7 different species, and some are for me the same.
Okay.
So it's like there are 2 or 3 of the same species, and the other ones are different.
Okay. And we're not trying to ask how many different species for separation. We all know that this community is all working together and has a like-minded intentions of love and brotherhood. So that's not why I asked how many different. The reason why I'm asking is I'll start with the Andromedan, if there's any Andromedans there. What is the message in this moment of now that they would share with you? We have a lot of people here on the planet Earth saying that they're from the Andromeda Council and they go into these long, which is amazing, but what message would you have?
It's one man coming forward to me and showing me that they are cleansing out negative energy from the earth. It's like imprint from the past in the energy field of Mother Earth, and it's lingering thousands of years and are now influence us in a bigger way that they've done before, because they're stopping our development. And so they are helping with cleansing this old, I can't say bad energy because there's no evil in it, but it's just a lid on over the planet that makes it impossible to break through that if they don't cleanse it away.
And when you say lead, we understand, like say a shield or what have you, but what is it?
It's like a thin sheet of energy that we are not able to penetrate in the way that we need to be able to raise up to a higher level. We can, some of us can, on the planet Earth, and more are able to every day now, but the energy is needed to be cleansed away that are still lingering here.
And who
it's like a membrane.
Understood. And who created this? Was it the actions?
We have been visited here on Earth from different kind of species for hundreds of thousands of years. They have all have different agendas with their visiting, and some of them has not been in the good, for they try to enslave us in different way, to use us as a species of, I don't really understand what she's...
Almost like commerce?
Yes, a little bit. They were trying to enslave us in a way.
Understood.
To just use us.
So basically the Andromedan community are assisting the Earth right now, then?
Yes, definitely so.
And are there lots of Andromedans that are physically manifest on the planet? Helping from the inside, or the ground crew as we call them?
There are many walking amongst us. Just like you and me.
Is Lars and Hank, are there aspects of ourselves that are from this Andromeda community?
Yes, from the community, but not from the planet.
Understand.
But in the same, you're working in the same purpose. You're working on the same goals. And have done that for a long, long time.
Oh, very good.
And you're still doing it.
And this is Hank and Lars, correct?
Yes.
Very good.
You have done a lot of work together in the past, and you will do a lot of work together in the future.
How many incarnations has Lars had on the planet Earth? I don't think we've ever asked, but we're just curious.
If you're talking in a two-legged species, he has been here more than 900 times.
Oh, very good. And I was told, Hank was told, that he had been here 4 times, but one didn't count because my mom miscarried. Is that accurate? Would that be an accurate statement as a human?
You have been here. It's accurate, but you have been here more times, but not in the same purpose as these 2 times before. You had a different contract and agenda the other times. Now you're here working to enlighten people. Before you were here to make this world habitable, to help me to design the environment.
That's what I was told, the topography.
Yes, I think that's what she means. He means, sorry.
Oh, very good.
And you have been here as different species. You have been a water living creature, helping them with work in the seas that we had been needed to do to be able for life to flourish. You have been a whale, I think she said.
Oh, a whale.
The whale. Yes, you have been. I see a big big dolphin or no, big.
A whale or a dolphin? A whale.
Yeah, I think it's bigger than a dolphin, but not really a whale. It's
An orca?
yeah, it can be an orca, but it's totally black as had not that white stripe that an orca, but it seems like the same shape as an orca.
Is this a actual species? An actual species that communicates and that's intelligent, just like the human population as well? Or we consider ourselves intelligent?
In the sea, you mean?
Yes.
Definitely.
The whales.
You have been able to communicate through thoughts before and you forgot how, but now the memories coming back and then the ability is coming back slowly, and then you were able to communicate with any species you met.
Understood.
And you were in that state on different planets. You came from another planet, as an, they had to say orca. You came from an Earth to continue with the work in the oceans on planet Earth.
And you're speaking about Hank, is that correct?
Yes.
Very good.
Lars has also been a water living being in earlier life. But you were not working on the same task then. You are now more aligned to do the same work but in different ways.
The same work as Hank is doing.
Yes.
It seems in these sessions that we have that I've been in a lot of different species, always there to help with the development of what's going on. And I'm not trying to say this with an ego, but that seems to make it a little different than what, or I don't know, could you explain that to me so I won't even have to come up with the adjectives myself?
We can tell you that you are a very old soul, so to speak, and been around for long time, and have done work for a long time, in different places, in different times, different space and time.
And I'm working for Source, is that?
You're working closely connected to the source, and we all do in a way, but you are almost working directly from the source. And you are connected to the source in a way that is, we're all connected to source, but it's a little different with you. Because you are in direct connect outside of the source and still is communicating with the source. I've done that for a long time.
And not to be arrogant, but I always said that I don't want to speak I don't mind speaking to archangels and all the other ones that are in between. I'd rather speak directly to Source as opposed to all the expressions of Source. So in a sense, I had it right in my head then, or I was on the right track in terms of my connection.
What you call angels, is a energy. They are directly originated, I think she said, originated from the source.
Originated, okay.
And that's the way you communicate with the source, through these archangels and through that energy. It's a very, very high level of energy and vibration.
Understood. So I hear people say that my higher self, Augustine, has wings. And
if she wants to, she can have wings.
So, and
she's almost always perceived like she's very huge, energetic, and it can be interpreted like an angel when people see her.
And there are two.
Because she has that energy, just like an archangel.
So
that's the part of you that are connected to the source.
Understood. So I hear of Augustine. They say that is a male presence, and then Isabel was a female presence. And I'm only
yes. But they are just two different aspects of you. But in the same, they are the same. They are the connection to the source.
Okay, understood.
And they are a part of your energetic and angelic being. I hope you can understand this.
I do understand, and I'm very grateful, and I guess you'll never hear me say I'm never getting anything, because that's pretty, I've had, well, you understand. I'll just leave it at that, and I'm thankful.
We are aware that you feel that frustration sometimes, but you are also tuning in to this higher frequency that you're already a part of, and the more you're tuning into the right, it's like tuning in a radio. When you're hitting the station you wanted to listen to, then it became so clear for you what they are saying and what you are meant to do, and the communication will be much clearer. It can take some time into the future for you to get this fine-tuning done, but you have done so good job with it, and you are also directing your energy into the work you are doing for the moment, into the contract you signed to do here in this timeline, and you are always connected to that angelic energy. But for you to perceive it clearly, you have to do some fine-tuning, and you are doing that work, whether you know it or not, because it's happening, and we can see that it's happening to you. And you're doing that great, and we are aware that you are not like the word soon, but for us time is not existing, and it's not for you either. But when you are manifested in this density you are now, time is so more important for you to understand what is is also lifting from you like a weight from your eyes. And it's coming, Hank. It's coming.
Very good. In this lifetime, too.
Yes. It's in this lifetime for you, it's going to be so clear. And you are going to be here for many years more. And you will one else's part in this extension and or raising of the awareness, and you will see it so clearly, and you will still be in this manifestation you are now.
Oh, very good. So do you think I'll live over to be over 100 years on this planet?
We are sure that you will, if you choose to. You can always choose. You have your free will if you want to do another world, another place, no, another place, another time.
Understood. And of the species also that are there, who else can come as may come? Will anyone else who's there? I spoke about the Andromedans. Are there any Palladians there? Lars met a Palladian some time back, physically in person.
She is not in this council.
Okay, very good. And so
She is in many different councils, but not in this one, because you decided that you wanted to encounter with us.
Well, very good.
Was your wishes to do that. And we heard you, and now we are here to help you with it.
We are very grateful. I had a question. There was a announcement